Well, continuing our Deck Your Halls holiday party planning coverage this morning, besides shopping this weekend, of course, there's the tree. You've got to get it up and looking good. And if you want a few ornaments to add to this year's branches, why not make them at home? It's a lot of fun. Local designer Jessica Adams is here. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
DIY your tree, right?
All the way, as DIY as it can get. These are a really fun ornament that the kids can do at home, or you can really just personalize your tree. I mean, you don't really come across a black and white and gold tree.
Not usually.
Right, but that's what I wanted this year, so I had to make it myself.
Okay, so these themes, and each of these are different. Do they represent something of special meaning? Are they just
just
designs?
whatever? Yeah, just what these are all just hand drawn.
So how do you make them? What's the idea between it?
So you have these embroidery hoops,
right?
And you just pick up, white muslin, whatever you like. You slip it in, and you can pick any paint color, any stencil you want, and just trim it around the edges, tie a ribbon on it, and pop it on the tree.
That's a great idea.
It is. It's really cool. And if you don't want to paint, you can use just even cool fabrics.
And then even, of course, the ribbons, which you can add, change it up, change the color.
Right. The ribbon can add color. It can add texture. So it just can make your tree a little more personal.
I also like when people incorporate, baby's breath or even berries or some other tree,
the natural elements.
Right. So you don't have to have the exact same tree every year. Right?
Right. And these can be swapped out every year. I mean, if you want to do your kids' handprint as they grow, pop it on there,
That's a good idea. Yeah. And photos? How can you take photos? I always worry about they're going to, when I've done them in the past, they kind of wrinkle up a little bit in the frame.
Right. I don't know
there's a technique, I'm sure.
Right. If it might get distorted because you are pulling the fabric awfully tight in your embroidery hoops. So
that really wouldn't work on this as well.
Right. I'd stick with just painting, handprints. Nice hand script.
Is it in vogue to have different trees in the house? You go to some people's homes and they have multiple trees.
Right, like a formal one in the front, the fun one in the back. I mean, I know I would do it if I had multiple rooms. I'd put a tree in every room. So the more creative, the more out of the box I could be, I would do it.
How do you get the kids involved in terms of just making it their own? I mean, what other ideas other than this can we come up with for them?
Well, you can just take the original ornament that you have at home and just have them paint on top of that. Or, you have your pasta noodles that the kids can put together, popsicle sticks. Make it fun. Look things up online. Just get everyone involved so that way it's like a family thing, not just mom decorating it for guests.
And the one thing that somebody gave me advice on years ago after our tree went over is if the tree is in the corner, don't forget to put ornaments in the back because it weights it down. Because I'm thinking, nobody's seeing the back. And all of a sudden, there it went.
So maybe if you put it in front of a window, you'll feel more obligated to decorate all sides of the tree.
So put ornaments around
all the
way
back.
Around,
yes.
Keep it up. A little bit of wire if you have a really tall tree actually doesn't hurt either.
Right. You don't want that going down.
No, that's not a pretty view. Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you so
much.
much.
Thank you for that. These are cute embroidery rings.
Yes, they're great.
All right.
They're a lot of fun.
Off to the craft store you go. And Jessica will be back with us in the next half hour to show us some new ways to find gifts that go under the beautifully decorated Christmas tree as well.